Hello, everybody. I'm getting ready to do an update, kind of let you know what's going on. Today is day plus 90. Yay! So I made it to day plus 90, and I'm waiting for my 100th day, and then, of course, my 120th day, and then my 6 months. So I am almost there, and this is a really good thing. This week is going to be kind of a busy week. Tomorrow morning, me and Lori leave to go to Mayo, and Tuesday morning, very early, I start with 2 procedures. I have 3 surgeries this week. I have 2 procedures on Tuesday and one on Thursday. So on Tuesday, it's going to be where the first procedure is going to be a lumbar puncture for them to check the pressure in my brain, because unfortunately I still have the spinal fluid leaking into my brain. And they are going to do a lumbar puncture to see what the pressure is in my brain from the fluid going in there, and also test to see if there's anything going on with, of course, my spinal fluid, if anything's hiding within it, and anything at all, like bacteria or anything. And then I get my own personal anesthesiologist on Tuesday, so they're going to follow me around that day. So then we go from one room to the next room. I have to be completely awake with the lumbar puncture, unfortunately, because in order to properly check my pressure, I have to be completely conscious and nothing sedated, because they need the highest pressure that they can get. And if they sedate me, any bit of sedation, then they can't get that. So to me, it's reminding me of like when I had my daughter, like an epidural. I'm looking at it that way. So I'm just going to fight right through that and shut it off and deal with it, and do the lumbar puncture. And then right after that, my anesthesiologist will follow me into the next room, and they are going to do a cerebral angiograph, which is they'll put me completely asleep, and they go into my thigh, and they go up through my heart area and then up to my brain. So this one it's almost like a heart catheter, but instead of going into the thigh and up to the heart, it goes to the thigh, the heart, and to the brain. And if they need to take a biopsy of my arterial vein that's in my brain, can tell them if I have something called femoral arteritis, I think it's called, which they need to know if I have that or not. And they're also checking for the pseudotumor cerebri. They're trying to see what's causing it, what is causing the fluid to leak into my brain. So that's the big thing right now, is to try and find out the cause of it. So that's all of Tuesday, and then Wednesday I have to rest, and I have to be monitored. Like Lori has to monitor over me, make sure I don't have any blood clots or any fevers that come in all of a sudden, or if I pass out even. So I have to be monitored all day on Wednesday after this procedure. And then Thursday morning I go in for another surgery, and it's going to be a sedated bone marrow biopsy. So I go once again under anesthesia, and they are going to do a deeper bone marrow biopsy to find out if I'm MRD negative. And that will then hopefully, if I'm MRD negative, that's a great thing. So I cannot wait to get the results back from, especially from this bone marrow biopsy, to find out. I also have a doctor's appointment, I think, at Mayo on Wednesday too, which is where they go over the results of the brain with me. So I'll find out on Wednesday the 17th on the brain, on the day I'm being observed. So I just wanted to give you guys this update and let you know kind of where I'm at. We are going to be out there all week next week, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then be back Thursday evening. So just letting you guys know where it's at and where I'm going. This is one of my new looks I'm sharing with you. I'm finding different ways that, we can do cancer in style. I've actually thought, what if I was to open up a store, because there's not much out there. I literally have to buy pieces and piece things together, and learning to have my own style with it, because they don't really sell anything for cancer patients. So what if I was to open a store called Cancer with Style? And this way it can be things that you are not able to buy as a cancer patient that I keep looking for out there, and also find a place for people to get their hair cut before they have to lose it all. So this way they can take a little bit of control over their own aspect of dealing with this cancer. And then also be able to find ways of when you're in between phases of enjoying it too. Not everything has to be so doom and gloom, or who said that you can't be beautiful when you have cancer? There's a way to be able to do that. So I am looking at trying to help people find their own style, and I have thought about how I could possibly open up a store. Maybe in the next year or so, I can figure something like that out, because obviously with COVID, that is not the time right now. But we have so many people in DeLand and in Volusia County that have cancer. And like, I've driven counties over too to try and find things that can help me. So we need a place like that. There's nothing like this out there, even like for breast cancer patients, for them to be able to have certain bras and stuff. Like I remember when I had my heart surgery, I couldn't find the right one that I needed after heart surgery. So there's different things that they don't sell out there that women would like and men would like too. I mean, who said a man can't have style when they have cancer? A lot of men do not like being bald. So there's other options for them. Some people, I know men that have cancer that like to be really funny, and they like a hat that claps or something, or, they just different things like that. Maybe we can have different things for men to wear that are like hats, but they also have other aspects that, of more powerful caps for sayings that help through cancer and stuff like that, because some of them really want it. There is no shirts out there about fighting cancer and for the different cancers there are, so it would be nice to be able to have that within, and have a place that people can come, and a little place for them to sit down and try different things on and see what fits for them and for their face and what makes them feel comfortable wearing it. And also have it where it's not too costly, just affordable for cancer patients, and have a whole donation aspect of things. Like for me, I still don't have my wig yet. I can't afford the $1,000 for my wig. And sometimes, and for some reason lately, it's been really difficult not having my hair, having the part where it's growing in, but to me it's like a really rough phase. So for myself, I don't like it, so I want to cover it. And I really wish I had the wig right now of my own personal hair. And I still have my hair, it's all in a box, but I don't have $1,000 to get it made, and the going rate is between $1,000 and $1,350 to be able to have that wig made. So it's just ridiculous. Now all those organizations have tons of donated hair though. And I myself had donated twice to Locks of Love, and I will never donate to any of them ever again. They have lots of donated here, but they charge a fortune to cancer patients. There's only one organization out there I was able to find, and my social worker able to find, and that was for breast cancer patients. They do not help multiple myeloma patients. So and they help them with a different way of getting wigs. The only true organization, if you were a person that ever wanted to cut your hair and donate your hair, is Wigs for Kids. That is the organization that you would definitely want to give your hair to, because they truly help the kids with the hair. The rest of them are scams to me. They're all fraud. They charge a fortune. They make money off of cancer patients. There isn't not one organization I've found out there, and both me and 2 social workers looking, that I can get my hair made less than $1,000. So that is just the most ridiculous thing out there. But someday I will have that wig, because for me, I'm going to eventually, because I have multiple myeloma, I will need another transplant. My cells are frozen, and I'm going to go through the whole process again. So for me, I definitely want to make my hair into a wig, because the odds of me actually having hair grow back and go long again are slim to none, because I will either need a transplant again or be on something that will cause me to lose it, because I have to fight this now the rest of my life. And unfortunately, for as long as it takes for hair to grow back, by that time, it'll be time for another episode of either chemo or for a transplant that is going to take my hair away again. So these are just some of the things that I've been looking out for and trying to find to help other people that might have cancer look for. If I could find a true organization out there that a person can donate to and donate their hair to, besides Wigs for Kids for adults, I will definitely let you know. But as of right now, it doesn't exist. Not for people like me and my cancer. Breast cancer patients, yes, but not for other cancers. And they are very strict on breast cancer only. So I think that it should be open to everyone with cancer, especially for people that are not going to temporarily have this or just a couple months have it, but have it for the rest of their life. They should have more organizations out there for people that have cancers that are very long lasting. And that's what's horrible. So, and then also I have found the best organization to donate to for cancer is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They are amazing. They actually give back to cancer patients. I don't know what I would do without them. They have helped me so much with medical bills and in copay assistance, their program that they have for copay assistance. They help up to $11,000 a year of copay assistance for medical. And what I just found out is each and every one of my shots, they are charging me now $2,500 a shot. And I had to get one every single week. My bill at Mayo is over $400,000. So I am now working with, through this pandemic and with the change of everything, they actually finally made people of disability like me, instead of having Medicaid share of costs, which did not help me, on straight Medicaid with my Medicare, it is now paying for that. But the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society copay assistance would help out in that area to be able to help cancer patients continue to get cancer treatment, because without that, they're going to stop my treatment. It's that simple. If you don't make enough money or have a way of getting it, you don't get treated. And there's a lot of people I know that can't afford it, and they die over it. And that's the sad truth that we live in this world. But ever since everything changed over, through the elections especially, I was able to immediately in November get my Medicaid. It changed everything for people like me. So that's how important it is to watch where you're putting your vote or what you're putting your vote towards, and people who actually get helped with it. Cancer patients got helped with it. The Hope Lodge still has not opened up, and they are still shut down. They are the American Cancer Society. There's a lot being looked into. They took in $940 million in donations last year. They paid out over 40 million of it just in, to their salaries. They stopped every function they had of helping cancer patients. They help none of them. And I am so disappointed in them right now, especially with the Hope Lodge still being closed through COVID. It enabled transplant patients to basically be scattered, had to pay for hotels. They're charging $200 a night for hotels out there. And it's just ridiculous. Another thing, I will never promote the American Cancer Society anymore because of it. I think that what they did is awful to cancer patients. And if other places could stay open, like the Ronald McDonald House, and be able to help people and get through COVID, and other places like the Gabriel House stayed open, then Hope Lodge should have been able to stay open too. And they asked for numerous people. They did not ask people to stop donating. They actually made it even harder for people to donate, as far as very aggressive towards getting donations, and they gave nothing out. So they say that they're giving, or what it's going towards, is trials or towards cancer research. Well, I'd like to see that research, because all the people I know that have research are nonprofit. And that is like Mayo. I'm in a trial there. It has nothing to do with the American Cancer Society. So I know they do help towards research, but they're also supposed to help with cancer patients. And all their programs they took away. So I am a real big supporter of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and what they do for people. And I know there's a lot of stores out there asking if you'd up your change to give to Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And I can tell you that 100% of that money goes back towards the cancer patients, instead of some of the places that take 90 cents on a dollar and only 10 cents goes towards the organization. The one for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is 100%. And they really, truly help their cancer patients. So I just wanted to let you know that that's some of the stuff I learned, and I told people when I find things out, I'd share it, and sometimes the hard truth is the hard truth. And that's one of the things I was able to find out through this experience. So I love you all, and I hope that everyone is doing well, and hopefully I'll be able to start seeing people again soon. I get my immunizations in July, and that is going to be when everything can change, and for me, I can then go back out and be able to start seeing a lot of people. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.